Hey, I'm here directly under the mistletoe for the holiday season to give you a rundown of some things that are happening with the companies I'm involved with, as well as a few things that I've been doing to improve my knowledge of the industry to better help my lovely people that I take care of. So first I'm going to start with the restaurant I am affiliated with. For those of you that don't know, Bettolino Kitchen. 211 Palos Verdes Blvd. They're the same family of Gaetanos who has been in the Torrance area for over 25 years now. Bettolino's been here in Redondo Beach for the past 7. I was blessed to be part of this organization. I got on during the pandemic in August of 2020. Immediately worked my way into management, where I managed for 2 years. When I started this dream of jumping into real estate, the owners were kind and understanding enough to allow me the time to take a step back from management and pour more energy into real estate, while also allowing me to stay and help as a bartender on Thursday, Friday nights, and with some back-end administrative stuff. So some of the few reasons that I'm the most proud to work in this restaurant, now being in Los Angeles for 10 years and managing 6, 7 different restaurants, this is honestly the most healthy environment I've been part of, and it's top down. The owners are fantastic people. They have a heart of gold. They do the right thing every time. They're values driven, and all of these line up with exactly what I'm doing in my business as a real estate agent. I feel at home there. As an example, we're very charity driven in Bettolino Kitchen. So for the month of November, for instance, on November 25th, we're doing a blood drive. If you're interested in donating blood, possibly saving somebody's life down the road, you're gonna have to pre-register at redcrossblood.org. November 25th, we'll have a blood donating, it's a huge RV, blood donor on wheels, and it'll be in the parking lot. So make sure you register beforehand, redcrossblood.org, and go ahead and show up and do that. Also, for Christmas, we're doing $50 pictures with Santa, and we're gonna do it South Bay theme style. So there will be a pretty nice renovated Volkswagen van, Santa Claus. You won't be in a big, cozy suit because we're in California. It'll probably be 70 degrees if I'm being honest. To have on some lovely red shorts, a nice beard, bring the family, bring the loved ones. It's going to be $50. This will be on December 4th, so $50, and all proceeds are going to Walk with Sally. Walk with Sally is one of Bettolino Kitchen's and mine's favorite cause. Now what they do is they help those that have been estranged or have been left behind by loved ones who lost their battle with cancer. So they're doing fantastic things to make sure that the family members are able to get on their feet, especially the young children who have lost parents and lost loved ones and caretakers due to their loss of battle with cancer. I've certainly lost individuals in my life, of my family members who have had cancer. Rest in peace to all of them. It's something that we're trying hard to, as a community, find a solution for. So the more that we can do, the better. That's a picture with Santa, $50. December 4th. There's no pre-sign up for that. And also, we're doing a toy drive. So, up until, is there a cutoff day? No cutoff day. I'm assuming up until Christmas here, but there's going to be a box in front. We're looking for unopened toys, brand new toys. You drop them in, we're going to give you a free dessert card. We're also giving you a free dessert card if you're donating blood, so you get a little sweet for what you're giving. That's Bettolino Kitchen. Again, I'm very grateful to be part of them. I'm super proud to be part of them. Handmade kitchen, the best Italian food in the South Bay of not Los Angeles. Another thing that I've been doing this week is I took part in a seminar, I guess you can say. It was an educational seminar. Real estate related. Very driven on mindset, on passion, on what's going to help us get to the next level, on how we need to rewire some of the negative thoughts that are preventing us from reaching our goals. And it was extremely inspiring. And the one thing that hit me the most, and I want to say, there's actually 2 things that I'm going to share what Tammy Pardee shared with the group. When the question was asked, if there's one thing that you look back on that was a mistake or that you could do different, so basically your one regret, what would it be? And Tammy was awesome, and Tammy is awesome. Tammy is a boss. Her organization, her team sold $500 million, $500 million last year in movement of real estate. She considers her team to be her family. She treats them with respect. She empowers them, and they return that. So Tammy shared with us the one regret that she had was that she didn't put the time to figure out who she was earlier. She did mention when she first started her career, there was a lot of energy and like necessity for her to prove herself. And she thought the best way to do that is by always having the last word, hammering it home, making sure that she's driving the energy, right? And she recognized that she can get a lot more deals done with kindness, with just understanding, with just listening. And I remember vividly, she says, I was a lot of things when I was younger, but I was not myself. And that really hit me. I'm 35 years old, I'm going through a career change. And I'm going to be honest, it's difficult. It makes you question what you thought you knew. You feel lost along the way. So I'm challenging everyone out there to just take a step back and put in the effort to figure out who we truly are as an individual, find our goals, and then run with that full speed, because that's how we get things done. Another thing that I've really stood out to me was a lovely lady by the name of Rena. She's a realtor, broker, owner out in Tampa. You might know her from Selling Tampa. Was in the law business for 13 years. She said year 6 is when she recognized she wanted out. It took her 7 more to actually make the move. And the reason being was she was comfortable. She had a good paying job, she had great benefits, she had a family of 5 now, so she's thinking about her children and the risk that comes with leaving the comfort to stepping into something else. But she finally did it, and her regret was that she wished she would have done it sooner. I'm going through that right now. I'm dragging my toes. I'm holding on to the restaurant business. It's comfort. It's what's making me money. But I recognize unless I turn and run full speed into this new career, what's up, baby girl, into this new career, then it's going to delay the process. It's still easier said than done. It's something that every day we have to wake up and tell ourselves we can do it. We are enough. And then we have that burning desire to make it happen without somebody, ourselves usually, slowing us down. Another thing I wanted to mention and been pushing in my mind, so the market right now is one that is always moving. There's a lot of uncertainties, and mostly it's because our buying power is dwindling through the increase of the mortgage rate. There are creative ways to cut that rate down. The one that jumped to me, and I must say, I am no financial advisor. Talk to your CPAs, talk to your experts. But I just want to pass on a little info knowledge so you can do some more research into it on your own. It is a 3-2-1 buy down. So essentially, what a seller will do is give you that money for the first 3, if it's a 3-2-1, the first 3 years of the loan, to essentially cover some of that interest rate, to cover some of your payment. And what that does is buy you time for the market to kind of, the mortgage rates to kind of taper down. Right now we're at like 6.25. 3 years from now, fingers crossed, maybe it's back to that 3. I don't know, man. That was something. Whereas at 2.5%. When we see that again in 3 years, I don't know. Will it be lower than 6.5? That's a gamble I'm willing to take, especially if my sellers who I'm buying the house from are helping me pay that 6.5%. Now down to 4.5 for the first year, 5.5 for the second, up to 6.5 for the third. What that does is it allows me time to get accustomed to my new mortgage. It allows me time to get that promotion at the job I was trying to do, to get my side hustle bringing in some money, to get my money right, to get accustomed to this new lifestyle. It takes a lot of that stress away from it. Another thing that was brought to my attention is that wraparound loans or assumable loans from sellers are still a thing. So if a seller has a loan at 2.5% and they want to sell their house, we can assume that loan. The thing is, we have to come up as a buyer with the remainder, meaning if you're looking for $1 million home and the seller has already paid $500,000 of it, the remainder of his loan is only $500,000. If the house is now valued at $1 million, or still valued at $1 million, and we're coming in and we want to assume that individual's loan to keep a low percentage rate, we have to have $500,000 in cash to put down. Some people do, some people don't, but I'm just saying that's one way to keep that 2.5% and to keep the mortgage low. There's so much info. There's endless amounts of information. I'm going to continue to do this to be a filtration system here and get the tidbits and push it your way. I want everybody to have a fantastic holiday. Thank you for listening.